Welcome back to Revolutionizing Your Ride. My name is Hunter Smith with Battle Motors, and this is the EV series where we try to answer all your questions about commercial EV vehicles and their implementation and how we use it. So today we're going to talk about a topic we hear about all the time. People say, well, isn't this going to max out our electrical grid, and ultimately we're not going to be able to power all these vehicles, and we don't have enough power as it is. And hey, I get it. I'm from Texas, and I was part of the big freeze a couple of years ago where everybody's power went out for a week. So I understand where your concerns are. But as is everything with this EV discussion, you've got to put things in perspective. So where in the world right now or where in America right now are the most EVs? In America, the most EV, the biggest adoption rate right now is out in California. California is also notoriously, their grid is problematic. So wouldn't that be an issue? And isn't this just exacerbating a problem? The answer is no. Right now, EVs account for less than 1% of the usage on their grid. So that's according to the EPA website. So what are you going to do about as more adoption takes place, not maxing out the grid? Well, in 2022, a bipartisan bill was passed that funded $13 billion towards renovating America's power grid. So that's part one. That's a good thing. Both sides of the aisle approved that. Part two is most of these EVs are charged during non-peak hours. So obviously most everybody works that 9-to-5 schedule and charges their vehicles at night, over the night, when both the rates are lower and the usage is down. So kind of when you charge, when you're maxing out the grid is a big part of that. Also, I'm looking over here because it says vehicle to grid charging. There is an option out there that you can work with your state, local, and private electric suppliers to, when you plug in your vehicle, take that excess power and put it back into the grid from, reversing from your charger, so that during peak hours they can use power out of your truck to power the grid, and then in off-peak hours charge your truck. I don't have all the details for that. I just know that system exists. So those things, this is where you find your truth. I encourage everybody to go on the EPA.gov site, to go do independent research in other places, talk to your local energy providers. But basically that's it. California uses the most, and they're using less than 1% to charge EV vehicles. So there's room for growth there. Off-peak hours mean that you're not maxing out the capacities of the grid, and vehicle-to-grid charging allows you to put some power back into the grid. So there's a lot more to that. We're going to talk next about battery chemistry and the truth about mining. But anyways, remember, I sell these things, so call me if you're looking for an EV, but also call me if you're looking for a cab over vehicle in diesel or CNG. I've got those too and know a lot about that stuff. So give me a call. My name is Hunter Smith, Battle Motors. Thanks again.